Hello, once again, good day everyone. So just like I said, we'll be learning how to make beats using our BandLab Studio. And for this lesson, we'll be learning how to use loops to create beats. So here we are on the BandLab Studio. This is the home view of the BandLab Studio. You can see at the top here we have feeds following. That's if I'm following anybody, you see the people I'm following. Trending songs. These are trending songs from different artists using the BandLab Studio. You can see there are various artwork, number of likes, and the rest of them. So before this lesson, we'll be using and dwelling more on the creative aspect of the BandLab Studio. And you can find that when you click this plus button that's red in the middle down. So once you click the middle button, it will take you straight to the create view of the BandLab Studio. So this is the create view of the BandLab Studio. On top, you will see recent projects that has been done. So these are various recent projects that I've done using the BandLab Studio. Down, you see track type, drum machine, import file, voice, audio, sampler, and looper. Then down also, you have various kind of tools that BandLab Studio provides you with, which is audio stretch, splitter, songwrite, song starter, metron, tuner, and the rest of them. Now, because we want to create a beat, the first thing we need to do, we look down, there are different beats. These are already made beats that BandLab made just for you. You can actually access, some are paid, some are free. So if you go to Hot Beats, you will get to access a lot of hot beats that BandLab gives to you for free. So when you click any of these, BandLab takes you to the studio profile of the beats and you can manipulate it to do whatever you want to do. But for now, we want to create our own beats from loops. So what do? We come up here, you will find looper. You can find looper here. So on the top here, when you see looper, the next thing to do is to click on it. So once you click on looper, so here we are, you can see a lot of loop packs. A lot of loop packs have been made available to you. You can decide which of them you want to go with. But before you decide, you can actually play them to hear what it sounds like. So you just go through to see whichever you are good with. This is Trap Soul. The one you love, based on your choice, you can select any. So once you found one that you want to use, all you need to do is just to click on it and it will just open the entire loop packs that's available on the particular pack you've selected. If you check very carefully, you will see each of these loop pack have their beats per minute and their keys. So you can actually change the keys once the pack open. So let's do this one. Okay, I think I will use the first one we have available here, which is big room bass. So I'll just click on it and click the plus button. So once you click the plus button, the loop pack opens up to you. Now, a loop pack is a combination of all the sounds that you can find that will give you the sound you just heard. Now, it's mostly going to have 6 set of instruments that are arranged in rows with different sounds, like 4 kind of sound per instrument. Now, on the first row here, we have the lead sound. So that's the lead sound. We also have the synth. So you can see these are the synth sounds. So these are the sound we have on synth. Also on drums, different drum samples. Also have hi-hats. So different drum hi-hats you have here. So also applies to bass and percussion. So since you have the loop pack open, the first thing you need to do is to plan. What do you need to create a beat? You need an intro. You need the body of the beat that carries the chorus. Then you want an outro, which is going to end the beat. So you can test the combinations. Once you have decided which combinations you want to use, then you can begin to record your beat. You can test by just clicking any sound, any of the beat sound. For me, I always like to start with the drum. So I can start with this. So this can be my startup song sound. Then I add the hi-hats. Then after the hi-hat, I may want to use a synth. So if you don't like a particular sound, you can click it. Then look for which you like. I don't like that third synth, but let me check the second one and see what it sounds like. So this can be cool. I love the combinations already. The next thing I also want to check out for is the lead sound. Let me look at these three. So additionally, you can also check which percussion you want to add. Okay, so I love this sound can be my chorus sound, then my outro can be these 4 combinations. Once I'm done deciding which of these packs I want to combine to create my beats, all I need to do is to unclick all of them. So once I unclick all of them, I know what I'm starting with. I'm starting with the drums, which is on the first column, the hi-hat, which is on the first column too. Then when I play that maybe a couple of times and I add up my lead, I want to make my intro to be like twice. Then lead line will have a chorus twice. Then come back to the outro where I have percussion 3. Then I go back to give out my chorus once again. Then lastly, the outro. So if I've decided that these are the combinations I want to use, I go back to the home view. If you go back to the track view, this is what the empty track looks like with the open loop. So I click the loop pack again. This pack appears. So I want to start recording. If you check above, you will see something like a counter moving around. It only starts to record once it gets to 12 o'clock. That means 0 at the middle of the top. So I want to start with the drums. So as soon as I select my drums, I'll click the red button downward that indicates record. Then it will start recording. Okay, I want to do that just now. Let's go. So we've started recording our beats. So I allow the drums to play like twice, then I add the hi-hats. So I'll just allow that play once. Now add lead. Okay, I'm going to be using the synth first. So I'm actually leading the sounds to my chorus by adding a lead. So this part is going to be my chorus. So since it's chorus, I will want you to play like twice, 2 cycles. So this is the second time. So after the second time, I will add percussion 3. So this is like a bridge part or a second solo part to this beat I'm creating. So this will just play twice. After it plays twice, I'll add back the lead for a second time chorus. So this is time for me to add my lead back to go back to chorus. So I'll allow the chorus to play twice. That's 2 cycles. So this is the last time. Then I'll click others and leave an outro. So this is how I want my sound to end. It's just the lead sound. And I click stop. So before I clicked the lead to stop, I first clicked the record button to stop. Once I click the record button to stop, it has already stopped, irrespective of the fact that the lead sound was still playing. Take note of that. So I want to go out of this view and go back to my track view to see what I have done. Brilliant. So you can see my sounds are already recorded. So I'll press the back button here, not the one that shows arrow back, the rewind back button, which is just by the left hand corner of the record button just immediately before the record button. I press it to take me back to the beginning. Then I press the play button, which is just by the right after the record button. So it's playing exactly what I have just recorded. So this is what we've done so far. Nice. So I just want to go through all our records. This is what it sounds like. This is perfect. Okay. Nice. This is coming out pretty good. Okay. Since I'm comfortable with the sound, I'll just pause and go back to the beginning again. I would like to add some effect to make the beat sound more heavier. So what I do is I click the part where you have Looper FX at the top. Once you click that part, it takes you to a number of presets and effects that you can add to your sound. Now at the top, there are presets already provided that BandLab can also make a recommendation for you. My network is a bit not too strong. If not, you'll be seeing some icons showing some colors. So once I select one, I can play and hear what it sounds like. This one is more of a reverb kind of effect, and I don't want that. Okay, let's uncheck it. Okay, I can actually look for a bass effect and just type bass. So yeah, bass boosts. Good. So once you select bass boosts, you can go back and play your beat to see what it sounds now. Like you can see on the FX part, it's showing bass boost just below by your right hand corner. Perfect. You can see the beat is now heavier than the usual. Good. So you can just click cancel to go out of this view. Perfect. Good. Now, since we have the beat having a bassy and a heavy sound, we are okay with it. You can actually do your thing if it's not comfortable for you. You can do some adjustment on the effects too by selecting the FX bass boost. Click on the settings button just close to the bass boost star by your down right. You select it, it'll take you to settings, then you can manipulate it as you want. But for me, I think I prefer to leave it just the way it is. I go back to my track view. Then at this point, I will want to export. Since I've created a beat, the next thing is to export the beat, right? Now, there are two ways to do that. Before you export a beat, you must save the project. Now, to save the project, you either use the top button by your top right that shows an arrow up and a cloud. It will now show you save or publish. Now, the difference with this method and the other method I'm going to teach you is it's a bit simple, but a bit slightly different. Here, I can save the project. It will give me the opportunity to rename the project, and I can also publish from here. So let's try and save it from here and see. So when I click the save button, it gives me opportunity to write the name. What name do I want to give to the beat? Let me say David's beat. David sound or David sound. Okay, let's say David sound. What description? I can say feeling the vibe. So you can put any description you just want. Then the genre of music. Okay, if you're good with music, you should know that music are in different genres. Actually, for this kind of sound, it's a hip hop. So I'll just select hip hop. Then it has a place where I can upload a picture, maybe a cover picture of what I want. Let's look. I can decide to put one of my pictures there, or I can just leave it blank. Okay, I want my picture to be there, and I close. That's all. Then I click save just beneath. So once you click save, it is saved. Perfect, project saved. Then you can just click the back arrow at the top left corner. It is saved. If we had not done the initial, when you click the back arrow, it will also show you three options: discard, save, or continue, stuff like that, or cancel. Sorry. Now, since we have said you need to locate where the this bit we created is saved in. Very simple. What you need to do is to look down the right hand corner. You see a file image with a music icon in the middle. You just select it. Now it will show you the recent project you just created, David Sound, David Christopher syncing. So it's syncing to combine all of the settings you've applied to your record. So once it's finished syncing, you will click it once, I think. Yeah. Click it once, it opens. Then it will show you a cloud setting that with an arrow pointing down. Now, and it also shows a globe icon with a green color around it. Now that globe icon, it tells you that you can publish this project for others to see on the home view, just like you saw other people's project, or you can just download it to your file manager. Now, if I click this, it will show me download as audio or as video. I want it saved as audio. I'll just click audio, and it says file downloaded. So once you go check in your file manager, you can have access to this bit you've just created. So that's simple. It's as simple as that. We've just created our first beat using the BandLab Studio. You can actually use other looper packs to create your own beat, but this is the one we decided to use to create our beat for this lesson. Thank you so much, and see you in the next lesson when you get to learn how to use the other functions on the BandLab Studio to create beats aside from looper pack. See you in the next lesson.